Hey, what's going on guys? Today we're going to talk about Intel's new Skylake CPU, obviously the 6th generation core processor, and of course the Z170 type motherboards. Are they really worth our time upgrading to? So of course I don't actually own a Z170 or a Skylake CPU yet, but if you've actually been following me quite a while on the channel, you know that I actually currently want to build a new PC featuring these boards and CPUs. I currently have a Z87 and I decided to skip out on Z97 because it didn't really offer anything except for SATA Express and obviously M.2 support, and decided to hold out and wait for obviously the launch of Skylake and of course Z170s before I actually decide to upgrade again. So of course the main topic, should we upgrade to the Z170 and Skylake CPUs? Now this is actually quite a good question because by now obviously there's a lot of reviews across the internet and of course coming out on YouTube, and everyone wants to know, including myself, should we upgrade to the Z170 and Skylake CPUs? Now I think it depends on the person and of course the situation you're in, as in your setup. Now, this morning I was reading an article by 8Pack, one of the world's best overclockers in the UK, and he works for a company called Overclockers UK, which pretty much provides him with everything he needs to achieve these overclocks. A lucky bastard, I'd love to have his job. But he was actually testing the new 6700K with a 5820K on the X99 range, and the actual results he got was pretty interesting. I'll actually leave the forum post in the description if you want to check that out, guys, after the video. But the actual results he got was pretty interesting. He actually uses 970 on both boards, the same one. He used DDR4 RAM, of course, on both boards. He's using Asus Z170 Pro Gamer for the 6700K. He was using X99 board, of course. RAM speed, he's actually using 3000 megahertz by who was it by? Kingston, that was it. Kingston Predators, I think he was using. And I must add that the actual X99 was obviously 2600. Now the results he got was pretty much the same, what leaves you thinking, okay, the 6700K is pretty damn good. And he did note that all the processors he actually looked at and overclocked were all overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz on stock voltage, as you can actually read on the actual forum post, which is pretty impressive. But he did say that the higher overclock ones, like the 4.8 ones, are few apart, as in hard to come by, basically. But that leaves you with a good question. You've got to remember the actual 6700K in the UK is about £320 with no heatsink, so I don't know what the fuck Intel was thinking about that, because normally there was about 250, 260 on the, obviously the 4770K and obviously 4790K was about 260, but this year they were 320, so everything I could thinking of is thinking about their wallet more than anything. But it's quite interesting because the 5820K, like he actually says in the post, is actually cheaper in the UK anyway, I don't know about abroad, by about £30. So realistically, it might be best for people, if they want to upgrade, to jump to the X99 range, which still supports DDR4, still supports 3.1 USB. So it might be best to actually completely skip if you want to upgrade your PC and just jump straight to the X99, because you've got to remember the 5820K has 2 more cores and 4 more threads over, of course, the actual 6700K. So if you're actually rendering videos, doing YouTube, or just multitasking, it might be beneficial to save a little bit of money and go for the X99 range. Now, of course, if you're running a Haswell CPU like me, after reading the articles, reading what 8Pack was saying, and the people across it on forums and stuff, it might be best for people like ourselves running the Haswell CPUs, 4470K, 4790K, with them higher clocks, completely just don't bother upgrading, because the performance increase you're going to get is just not worth the price. Because remember, you need DDR4, you need a new motherboard, and of course you need a new CPU, and realistically that's going to cost you here in the UK a minimum of £600 for something you really already got. So it might be best just to jump straight to the X99, which pretty much he was saying. So that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about today. And that leaves me with thinking, well, on my new build, what will be coming soon? Do I use the X99 board, or should I use the Z170? Now, I'm a bit of a seesaw at the moment. I don't really know what to do. I'm going to do a bit more research, but it might be looking like go X99, because in the day you're getting 2 more cores and 4 more threads. But anyway, what do you guys think? please comment below. I'd love to know. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for you guys taking your time out of your day to actually watch me, the channel wouldn't actually exist. So I really appreciate if you actually leave a comment and let me know. And of course, drop a like, because it really does help me, and of course makes me feel happy as well. If you didn't like it, you can always leave a dislike, but that is mean, so don't do that. And of course, if you have time again, please follow me on Twitter at The Riding Wolf. I haven't really got a lot of Twitter followers over there, and I would love to actually get a few more followers. You never know what I might post. But as always, guys, that's all for me today. And as always, please comment below. It really means a lot to me, and I do thank everybody for actually subscribing and following me, and hopefully we can make some awesome videos. But until then, I'm going to be off now. As always, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.